Hey everyone, my name is Eddie Wang and welcome to my channel and welcome to Mortal Kombat. Today I have a new series for you and it's going to be, was this character a good character? And it's going to be a sort of Mortal Kombat 11 build-up series, and I'm going to try to keep this going for a while until Mortal Kombat 11 gets announced, which we will be talking about several things once it gets announced. But today I have a new series for you, and the series is the following character a good character? And to start this series I have right here is Drunken Master Borracho. Just a quick overview. Drunken Master Borracho is a character that I really enjoyed. The way he was designed, it was really great. I'm not talking visually, but I'm talking the way he plays is really interesting. It reminds me somehow the same way like Chun-Li plays in Virtual Fighter, where every time Chun-Li is able to drink, Chun-Li gets stronger moves and he gets a bit safer and he gets a little bit more annoying. So in order to beat Chun-Li, you need to hit him, and every single time you hit Chun-Li, he starts to losing all the drinks that he stores, and he gets weaker. Borracho is kind of a similar concept because he has some moves that are locked in the game and can only be accessed when he is drunk. But Borracho as a general character doesn't really have 6 special moves, especially as variationless, meaning that every single special move that Borracho has is actually punishable by the fastest move in the game, which is 7 frames and so on, 6 frames, 7 frames at this point, because his moves are all unsafe. He can go from -8 to -11 and beyond -25, -18 and stuff like that. But he has like really good normals. This is one of my favorite normals, and he has some really good range to one, and he can lead to many combos, and he can play a little bit variationless to a certain point. His walk speed is terrible. He doesn't really have he struggles against zoning because he doesn't have really good anti-zoning tools, but he has great normals. His downfall is one of the longest reaching downfalls in the game. As you guys can see, the reach of this is ridiculous. It's really good, and you can actually hit people like from here. Yep, he can hit people from that far. But he has like one problem. All his special moves are unsafe, right? We already covered this. So he has like one bigger problem, in my opinion. When the matchup gets toughened, gets really tough, Borracho then needs to start drinking. The Drunken Master variation needs to start drinking, and the main reason you want to drink is because it gets you access to 2 new moves that you're going to start using to confirm stuff, to avoid stuff, and to be able to fight against zoners. So I'm going to start by drinking, and the first move that you're going to get access to it is the back forward 3, which is a torpedo move, and while he's drunk he has access to this move, and this move is really good and does a lot of damage and goes full screen. It's a really good move. He goes full screen. He also has a great jump arc, as you guys can see, a floaty one, and it's kind of hard to one-tire even with certain special moves. And he has like some really good jump attacks from it. So the first move I already told is the torpedo one, and when he has like at least level 1 drink, he gets access to this, which is a full screen torpedo, and this pretty much with this he is able to fight zoners. He doesn't matter the reach, and it becomes quite good. He also has access in level 1 to the sexy stance to a much easier way. He can access without being drunk with this by pressing back forward and then holding down, but while on this he cannot maintain the stance. He is going to have to wake up at some point, so he cannot really maintain it. So in order to maintain the stance, you need to hold the button for as long as you are in the stance. He also has some really good mix-ups in strings. He has really good lows. He can mix up people. He can mix up people with mostly his lows and his overhead, which is the monkey flip, meaning that he can do this, or he can just do this, or he can do this, or he can do this, or he can do this, right? He can also do stuff like yep, low or mid overhead. Yes, he can do stuff like that. Boraicho is really annoying in mix-ups, but the thing is, it doesn't really have a safe special move that you can link with the strings and staying safe. He doesn't really have it at all, but that's fine. That is not the biggest problem in the world. It's actually manageable, and isn't what makes the variation bad. What makes the variation bad is the drinking mechanic. While the moves that he gains access to it are really great and are really helpful in some ways, but every single time Boraicho drinks, the time doesn't really adds up to the existing time. Instead, it only gets him like 10 seconds again. So every single time you drink, you aren't doing yourself any favor other than trying to stay alive in order to do stuffs with Boraicho. And this is a really short window to do stuff in a game like Mortal Kombat, where neutral can disappear in a blink, characters run at lightning speeds, overheads and normals come out from like half of the screen, and this is what makes this variation like really poor in this game. It's a variation everyone wanted to play. I believe Forever King was even taking this character to tournaments, but he wasn't really having any success with it. I tried to play it, but the drinking mechanic wasn't really helping, so I stepped it out. So I kept playing Hat Trick, even though I really wanted to add Drunken Master Boraicho into my arsenal of characters back then, but it was really impossible because this really holds the character back, and it's not because it pukes every time. The puke mechanic was supposed to be there, but the time, only 10 seconds, is too short. It's really too short, even though he should be able to get 10 seconds, but every single time he drinks, it should be able to add to the existing time which he had left. So if I have 5 seconds now and I drink again, now I get 15, and if I drink again I get 25, and so on until it will be really good at time manageable stuff, and staying drunk for longer times it will make him a really good character and be able to do stuff that are impossible to do under the 10 seconds windows. He has ways to drink or to drink while doing some stuff. For example, if I do this, I can drink, and now I can do this. I can also do this. Oops, sorry. Nope. What was the move? Just dusting off my experience with Mortal Kombat. So let's see. Yes. He also had this special move, which you can buffer in a drink and you get like a level 3 drink. You lose the advantage. Game is reset back to neutral and it is able to drink. But those are moves that you are only able to drink from them once they hit. Like so this needs to hit in order for you to drink safely. This needs to hit in order for you to drink safely, and he needs to spend a bar to do so. He cannot drink from this or from this unless he's drunk. What else? There is one special move, one more, but those require level 3, like this one. This one requires level 2 or level 3, so he can keep drinking. He can even drink from level 1, I believe. So he can, but he doesn't have the buffer like the other versions of while he is more drunk has. So those moves you can only drink for them if they hit, except for like except for the Drunken Fist. Drunken Fist you can drink on hit or block. Let's say the opponent is always blocking and I do this, but it's unsafe. It's really unsafe because the move itself is -8, and then you add like a 50 frames recovery and you get a launch punish or borracho, which after you drink your opponent gets a full combo that lasts about like 5 to 10 seconds, and then while you are standing up you are forced to defend against pressure, and then you will start puking, which opens for another combo. So you don't have a safe way to drink with borracho outside of throws. You have to throw your opponent, and the only throw that allows you to drink every time is the regular throw, which it can be easily broken out. And this throw, while this is a good way to get your drinks, once you get to level 1, this is no longer possible. Borracho can no longer drink from any of these special throws that are connected to strings. So this was like a really bad idea. Yep, it was. And so I had two major complaints about borracho. The first one being the time, and the second one is the way borracho should be able to drink. It should be able to drink while in this position, at least, or when drunk from this animation. It should be able to transition into the sexy stance, where it should be able to drink, or it should be able to cancel this into a drink, right? It should be able to do those stuffs, and if he could be able to cancel more strings or special moves into drink, it would be completely fine. It would be like really good, especially if the timing wasn't only like specific for 10 seconds. Let's say the time limit was like 30 seconds, so borracho could only store 30 seconds. It will be enough for being able to get some drinks to level 3. Now he gets like if you get to level 3 in 3 drinks, drinking water away, then he gets like 30 seconds, and then you can spend like 15 seconds trying to open up your opponent or warding something that he is doing, and then you can start playing your game because you deserve those drinks. Because drinking takes a lot of time, it has a lot of recovery, isn't really a great move at all, even when you spend the chug, which is the bar that he uses both hands to drink and to get to level 3. But the 10 seconds really hurt the character, on top of him doesn't having like many ways to safely drink. So those are the major grabs for the character, and while he has access to level 2 stuff like this special move right here, where he is able to get one drink even blocking. The point is, once you drink, you can only be able to drink when your opponent is in stun, and then you get a combo into drink, and then you need to open them up in 10 seconds. If your mix-up fails in 10 seconds, then it doesn't really matter if your opponent blocked the mix-up or if you open him in the last possible second. Your character is going to puke due with the time being too limited for him. So this is what killed this variation in my opinion, and by saying this, I don't believe Drunken Master Borracho was a competitive variation. It wasn't really good, it wasn't really great at all, and the drinking mechanic, while the time mechanic doesn't really match the balance of how beautiful this character was built, and I really expect that if the next time Borracho comes, this will be like where it's going to be based off, because it's an interesting concept. Actually, it's a really interesting concept, but it's not that it was executed poorly, it's just that the counter, how do we say this in English, the counterbalance, right? The way to counterbalance the character, it wasn't really a great idea giving him just 10 seconds for shag. It wasn't really great. This is what killed the variation, and what makes me decide that this wasn't really a great variation per se. So this is the video for today. Hope you guys enjoy it. I will be doing more of this. Next time I'm going to talk about maybe Kung Lao Hat Trick or Scorpion, which is one of the characters that I also played a lot and enjoyed a lot. So leave your like and your comments, and see you guys in the next video.